Woohoo, look what we got. That's gonna be exciting. I can't wait. Welcome back, everybody, to Old Volks TV. It's a fantastic day today. Came home to this awesome box on my porch. It's always a great day when you get home and you see the Wolfsburg West logo peeking back at you. I'm super happy because summer's over. You know, the bad weather's coming, that rain, that cold. We only get it for about a week out here in Texas, but it's when it comes, boy, look out. It's a mess. And inside this box, I have all my, my door seals, my window seals for the front, the cargo door seals back here. I've already replaced the rear hatch seal. Actually, one came with the bus, so I was lucky to get that. But this thing leaks like crazy. Water, air, whatever, man. Everything that could come through comes through. So I'm happy. Our friends at Wolfsburg West hooked us up. You know, we got all the stuff to seal this bad boy up and get a nice airtight bus. So we can be like Mr. James Oliver and have a fancy, ooh, you got all your rubber camping camper. So we're gonna get in here and we'll put some of this stuff together. Today I think we're just gonna do the cargo doors because that's quick and easy, and I'm really itching to get something done on this thing. The doors on the front are really complicated. There's a lot of little pieces, a lot of little screws I'm gonna have to get a little spread out, and then it's easy to get that rubber in the sun and heat it up, make it a little more pliable, make it a little easier to mold into all the little, curves and everything. Their rubber is pretty good. It comes shaped like you need it usually, so it's easier to put in than if it was all just flat rubber, like I've seen some of the cheaper ones come. But it's better to have it out in the sun and get it real soft and just pop it in there real good. So let's jump in here and see what we got in this box. And we'll run through, the full kit, what we got. I'll throw a link down below like usual, and then we'll get to working on the bus. So let's see what's inside this box. And just like that, the box is open. Actually, that took a little bit longer than just a snap. Wolfsburg West, man, they pack everything up good. They put tons of packing peanuts in that box. Lucky for us, though, they are environmentally conscious, and they send us the packing peanuts that break down with water, so we don't fill up our landfills and everything. So good for you, Wolfsburg West. Thanks for thinking about the planet. The good stuff that was in that box is, look at this pile. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Here's the seals I was telling you about that go, they're shaped, they go around the vent wing, and these are the ones you want to leave out in the sun for a while to get nice and soft. It's pretty hard to get that channel to snap into that frame. Ask anybody that's done it. It's no fun, man. Totally worth the trouble, but man, tough. We've got the seals for the stationary glass. These go in the little channel that goes vertically. That's good. We've got the top of the frame to the body. We got the bottom of the frame to the door. We got the felt channels right here that everything slides in. We got the body seals for the front doors. Yeah, door to body seal. We got the cargo seals. This is what we're going to do today. These are the ones for both on the doors and on the frame, or the body, around the door seals there. They even included door handle seals, the check strap seals, the little plastic covers that pop over the hinges on the cargo doors. I mean, they got everything. They said that's a complete kit, and I believe them now. That's everything. So that's gonna be a lot of fun to put in. I've seen it take like a whole day per door in the front, so it's gonna be a weekend job. But today we'll do these cargo seals, so we'll jump in and I'll show you how to pull the crusty ones out and how to put the right ones, or the new ones, in the right way. You got to glue them, especially these. Some of the ones in the front you don't, because they pop in and they're held in by other pieces, but these body seals you definitely want to put some glue on there. I like using a 100% clear silicone. It holds them really good. It's watertight, so it's not going to break down and fall apart. It stays kind of soft, pliable, so when the body moves and expands, it's not going to just crack and lose a seal like if you were using a construction adhesive, which I've seen people do. Yeah, it's really strong, but it's not really made for that. They do sell some of this stuff that's specifically made for the seals, but it's black, and I don't like to see it on the gray seals. This stuff works just fine, and you know, you put it in there, you close the doors, you leave them shut overnight, and by tomorrow, you know, you're good to go. Just make sure you don't glue the doors to the seal, but we'll show you how to do it without making a mess. So really all you need to put these seals in: screwdriver and your goo. I like a little short screwdriver like this with not too skinny of a blade but not too fat, and I've sharpened this a little bit on a grinder to make it kind of like a little scraper. We don't want to scrape the paint, we just want to scrape the old seal off, and it's best if you can get it all off, but if you get some little stubborn pieces, I can show you how to get that off too with a little bit of a remover, like a mineral spirits or something. We can break those off. So let's jump out here and we'll start taking off the old ones, and then we'll get these new ones in, and you'll see how easy it is, and then you can do yours. Let's go! Alright, so I'm gonna let you suffer with me and feel the pain of pulling seals out. Sometimes it sucks, man, if they got a lot of glue back there. As I said before with the shifter and the radio, everything's come apart pretty good on this bus. I haven't really had to fight anything, so we'll see what happens. I'm actually confident these are going to come out pretty easy because I got one missing on the side here, and there's not a lot of glue in there. So I feel like this one's probably the original one as well, and the factory didn't use a lot of glue to begin with. So, and they're not too crusty. These are actually still kind of soft. Not usable, I would think, if I got a brand new bag of new ones here. So let's see if we can get this one out. And really all you gotta do is carefully take your screwdriver and just pick a corner and get up underneath it. You're trying not to scratch the paint, or you're not, I guess, if your bus is gonna get painted. But I like to be careful with it. And then you just pretty much pull gently and let it roll away. See, these aren't even, I can see the glue back there, but it's not even touching the seal. I mean, this is just being held in by the lip on the body. So this is coming out pretty good. I've not had this out yet. This is the first time. So there you go. I mean, that's doesn't get any easier than that. This one is one that I put in because I was missing the seal. So this is just Home Depot gasket material, and to be honest, it doesn't fit that bad. And if you did it on both sides, it might work in a pinch. And I think I spent $10 on a roll, and I did both front doors and all the missing ones around here. So this is just peel and stick. This one has an adhesive already on it, and it's not too bad. It held on for almost a year. I'm not worried about getting the adhesive from this off because it's just a little sticky. It's not anything substantial. Really, you would just want to worry about getting the big chunks. If any big chunks of rubber were in there. God, even the factory glue is still pliable in there. That's nice. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that's those three sides out, and then we raid the pile of rubber, and then we'll do a little test fit on these. The way the factory has it, I believe the top one goes over the side one, and these are going to be a little bit long. That's just how they make them. So I like to kind of push it up a little as I push it in, because they will shrink as they get a little older. They kind of tend to shrink down a bit lengthwise. So I'll try to kind of wedge it in there and get as much of that seal in there as possible, so I don't have to cut too much off when I get to the bottom. That's pretty much it. So it fits in there nice. I mean, you could leave it like that, and not glue it, and it would probably be okay because you don't really drive with the doors open, so when they're shut they're holding everything together. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive in there, just on the back of it there. Not a whole lot. I mean, you don't need to put a ton in there. You're not trying to seal out the vacuum of space. Just trying to keep a little bit of water out. So this is again just 100% silicone, you know, clear. And all you do is just put a little. Oh, it's not clear. It's clear. That's a bummer. You just put a little bit, just a little bit. You're doing a terrible job. Try to keep this away from the edges because we don't want it to squirt out. Go the whole way down. A little bit. See that? It's just, it's not even what I would call a bead. It's, you know, more like a little smear. You're not making a peanut butter sandwich, you know. You're just putting a little glue on there. You take something and just spread it out. Just kind of make a gentle coat because it's going to fit tight to the back. You know, so we don't want to. We're looking for that. Just a little skim, something for it to bite onto. The factory didn't use a lot, so I almost lost it there. We don't, you know, that tells us we don't need to use a lot because eventually you're going to have to replace these again, and you don't want to spend all day ungluing them. Stuff cleans up with warm water too, which is a plus. If we do make a mess, we can clean it up. I did an okay job on that one. I think my daughter could have done a better job, but so this is going to dry clear according to the package. So we take this and stick that top right where we want it, you know, and then we just kind of lay it in there and push it up. Easy cleanup. Probably always keep a rag handy. Just give it a wipe. And you just kind of squish it up as you go. Take up some of that slack. And then it's long at the bottom here. It hangs off a little because I don't have a rocker. But if I had a rocker, it would go down. So I'm gonna leave that hanging because I'm gonna do the rocker eventually. So I'll just kind of peel that up and replace the rocker, and then I'll stick it back down inside there. I have the metal to do it. I just, you know, waiting on the right day, as they say. But that should be good for now. I mean, that's the side. And then, you know, these are all the long ones are kind of the same size, and all the short ones are kind of the same size. So just continue just like that. Little squirt, little squirt. All right, well, we got them in. They fit okay. I mean, like I said, the bumps here where the you know, there's like hinges or you know, frame pieces here, they kind of push them out a little bit. But I think once I get them shut on here, it'll push everything where it needs to be. But they look good. I mean, I even did it without having to pull the Skinner rack off. So they look nice. I mean, they're still a little bulgy, but when I shut it, like I said, that glue should take hold. I got a unique problem because of my windows. I have the Riviera windows, which are not Westy windows. Westy windows fit in the spot. Riviera windows are screwed in. So if you see that little screw back there, that's kind of pushing the seal out a little bit. But again, I'm hoping the glue kind of mush it and maybe poke a hole. So I'm going to get these doors shut because I want to have these things, seal up on me. So I'm going to shut these and we'll jump inside and we'll see if it makes any difference. I don't know. We'll take it for a drive and see if I can hear less air coming through. So we'll do that. Alright, taking a little ride. Seems pretty good. Don't feel any air blowing on the back of my neck like I did before. So that's kind of nice. No shift action there. Seems like I guess they're working. I don't know. I haven't seen any wetness, so I don't know. But hopefully when we go camping, we don't have to worry about there being a wet floor, because that's never good. It's going to be a really short test drive because it's super hot. You can see I'm totally sweating. I really want to open up these Safari windows, so I'm going to call that a good test drive here. I'm going to open up these windows, we'll head home, and we'll wrap it up. Alright, well, I call that a successful test drive. Nothing fell off, nothing caught on fire. The doors didn't rattle around like they normally do, which tells me that the seals are pretty good. The seals were actually smaller than the ones I took out, which made me a little bit nervous, but trying to close that door, I could tell that it was actually squishing that rubber down pretty good. So they'll flatten out a little bit with time, with heat, temperature change and everything. I'm going to leave them closed for the rest of the night just to let that glue set up under tightness so that it pushes it all there and locks in really good. But really not that hard, not that scary, not that expensive. The kits are pretty cheap. It's definitely worth doing, even if you just do one set at a time. It's going to save your bus from rusting out. It's going to save you from frustration, from ruined camping gear or whatever. If you got a bug, it's going to save your seat covers, your door panels, your upholstery, your carpet. Nobody likes having a musty, mildewy car, and when the wet season comes, that's what happens. You get water inside, it stays inside, it gets gross, just don't mess with it. Just replace the seals. Wolfsburg West has the best seals that I've found, the highest quality, the best fit, excellent customer service. So get them at Wolfsburg West. I will send the link down below for the stuff that I bought, and from there you can search it out, get your own stuff. So that's good. Check out our friends at VW Life. They're building that Harvest Beetle, getting ready to give that thing away. Check us out at oldvolks.club. You're going to get all our social media stuff on there, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. Check in with the gang, see what everybody's up to. Check us out at volksamerica.com. Get your subscriptions to Volks America. Get your subscriptions to Volks Mania. This is the issue number 1 that just came out. And we're already working on issue number 2. So check us out, volksamerica.com. Check that out. We're done. That's it. Thanks for watching.